actually think that being optimistic is much better than being cynical. I think cynicism is something that, so my quote is, "A cynic is a man who, when he smells flowers, looks around for a coffin." I kind of agree with this, and I think it's kind of a good thing actually, because it's not that you're expecting the worst, but you're just kind of being realistic. And first of all, I'm going to talk about, like, use me and my friend as an example, how we're kind of cynical, why cynicism is kind of a sign of maturity, and a little story, like a background story of why cynicism is better. Okay, so me and my friend, everyone kind of thinks we're pretty cynical and look at the glass half empty, but I think we're more realistic, and we don't really believe in like the BS that people say, and we kind of just are a little more mature. And so I think cynical people are more mature because when you think of optimistic people, and they kind of think of, oh, look at the bright side or something like that, it's just kind of not dumb, but it's just not really realistic or mature. And a cynic usually kind of doesn't really trust what they say, and they kind of use their background judgment. Like, for me personally, if like someone tells me something, or like a new guy tells me something that I'm dating, I kind of don't want to believe it or get my hopes up. So I think cynicism is kind of a sign of maturity. It's not a bad thing, and people should be a little more aware than being more optimistic.
I was waiting for that. You're waiting for me to make you laugh.
Just like this. Like, we're over here. She never looked at us. She looked away. She got one.
I saw you laugh the first time because I realized what everyone was talking about. When you did the
I just did that.
See, you're not even funny. I just laughed. Look at your face on.
Thank you.
I just said you were cute. She was just saying how you were cute. I said you were adorable. But it was preferred because she didn't say no. She didn't say no.
That's pretty good. No, you did say something. You said.
No, I didn't say no. No, I didn't say no. No. I didn't look over. I was waiting for you to do something. And now you're over there saying that we're telling you bad things. No, you said I was ugly.
You were up there?
When I was up there? Oh, I was a bit up there. You know,
All right, Stephanie, the general attitude was clear. You expressed your point of view, I thought, really well at the beginning of the speech. There's a good setup of what the content of the speech is going to be. When you get to the body of the speech, though, I didn't really think that you followed through on that content quite as well as you could have. I was waiting for that illustration of the maturity that you and your friend have, and maybe an example that you could contrast to those people who are, instead of, clear-eyed, they are clouded with optimism. Some illustration of the realism that you and your friend really experienced there. The second point doesn't really develop much content to it at all, and I'm not even sure that you got to a third point. So, like I said, you set up the structure, but the follow-through wasn't as strong as it could be. You projected your voice okay. I think you could use a little energy there. Your gestures are a little bit limited by the way you hold the topics for the topic for the most part. Your facial expression could be a little bit more animated. Nothing was problematic there. Let's see. You do stand in the one spot the whole time, and so that does make you look a little bit constrained. At the end, I think you need to finish a little bit more effectively with the idea, but you did kind of convey what the point was that you were talking about. So if you're going to end and you're not exactly sure that you've got the most fantastic idea in the world, just make sure you come back to at least this is the idea that we've got. And I thought you did okay on that. All right. Thank you.